Does anybody know what it's called when you hate your job, but not because it's
Yes, it's called the one job trap. And if you let this 20-year career coaching veteran provide a little bit of a history lesson, I can help you break free of this. So, first thing, my friend, is that you're saying you like the fact that you get benefits, the job isn't hard, like nothing's wrong. So, why are you so miserable? Exactly. That's exactly what they've wanted you to do for decades. Companies have figured out that the one job trap, the single job, single pay, is the fastest and safest way for them to hang on to talent for as long as they want it, right? We're all conditioned that we need a full-time job with benefits in order to be secure. How's that security treating us? There's no such thing. They could fire you tomorrow, and we're seeing that in droves. It's one of the worst job markets in the history that I've been a career coach happening right now. And so nobody's job safe. Nobody's got a real safe full-time job. But they want you to believe that pursuing a full-time job and having benefits is the smartest and safest thing. And by the way, that gets you society approval. Think about that, right? In fact, if you go back a little bit further, a couple generations ago, they started this whole idea with, if you go to college, you will make more money and you will get better jobs and you will be able to have a career that goes like this your whole life. That's a lie. Let's talk about that for a minute, because it doesn't go like this. It's actually a pyramid. And let me talk about the pyramid. We all start out in the bottom of the pyramid, no experience. Then we start to gain experience and we're able to start to go up in pay. This is called trading your time for money. We get to the middle of the pyramid, we get a false sense of security. What I mean by that is, like, we're getting raises, promotions, we've got the benefits, we've got the status. Okay, we're doing the things that society told us to do. But then all of a sudden, you get older, and all my older workers know what I'm talking about here. And you get to the top of the pyramid, which is super tiny, meaning there's far fewer jobs that can pay you at that level. Remember how you're trading time for money? Well, that whole time that you're trying to trade time for more money, you eventually cap out and go over a cliff, because there aren't enough jobs to pay you that higher wage. And every single day, there's more people coming into the pyramid and pushing the pyramid up. There's somebody that's cheaper, and a little bit less experienced that can do the job. And so they're going to give it to them and you're out. This is why you hear story after story of this. And this is why they tell you, don't give your life to a job. Don't work 40, 50, 60 hours, because all you're doing is trading time for money, and that can end at any time. It's all flawed. It's all outdated. So what you have to do is switch away from trading your time for money and being stuck in a single job, single paycheck, right? Golden handcuffs, which they want you to have. You need to get educated on how to pivot and do a knowledge for money trade. When you trade your knowledge for money, now, hear me out. Let's say they've got a pain or a problem and you can solve it, and they pay you $1,000 for it, but it only took you 10 minutes to do. That's trading knowledge for money. And that's how you can scale yourself and build a life that makes you happy. And you know what? Your generation, right? Because your generation is younger than mine. They get this. They've watched the older generation suffer and they can't figure it out. They're like, why are we still doing it this way? Right? What is going on? The shift is now. The time is now. So if this made sense to you, ironically, great news. I literally did a training this week called How to Escape the One Job Trap in Just 30 Days. It's free. There's no credit card. So I linked it in my bio. It's linked up here. It's linked down here. It's a video. And I'm going to explain all of this to you and how you can pivot. Because you're right. You don't want to be in career jail anymore. You don't want to be stuck in the one job trap. You don't want to be held hostage by the golden handcuffs. You don't want to be sitting there just meh about your job and your life. You want to pivot, but you don't have time to pursue the things you want to, because what? You're trading your time for money. And you need to learn how to switch that. So check out the one job trap. I think you'll find the video super helpful. You've got this. Good luck. Go get them.